Okay, you guys, today is going to be a beginner's level power flow. Okay, so follow along and do the best that you can. And if you can grab a block, or if you have a block, that's great. But if you don't have a block, just grab an Algae water bottle, or even better, I'm just going to use my Bluetooth speaker just for some of the poses, so to help me balance. Okay, so again, just do the best that you can, and let's get started in child's pose. Take your knees nice and wide on your mat, big toes together behind you. Sit bones back towards your heels. Extend your arms and hands out in front of you. Start to focus in on your breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. That's called Ujjayi breathing. We do that throughout the practice. Let's take 3 more of those breaths. Slowly up to all fours, tabletop position. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Okay, come to a neutral spine. Modified side plank, keep your left side down. Open up right. Look up at the right fingertips, right foot on the ground behind you. Back down all fours. Right side down. Open up left. Back down all fours. Come to your tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Curl your toes behind you. Send your hips up in the air. Press back to your down dog. Again, still focusing on that breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. In your down dog, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in your knees, sit bones up in the air. Squeeze your shoulder blades together for a flat back. Flat hands on the ground. Open up your fingers nice and wide. Drop your head super heavy. Gaze in between your 2 ankles or your knees. Walk your hands to your feet. Hang in a ragdoll. Grab the inside of your biceps. Drop your head super heavy. Again, focusing on your breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Take 3 more of those breaths. Release your hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, place your hands on your thigh. Exhale, fold. Grab the back of your calves, bring your forehead closer to your shins. Rise to mountain. Look up, pinkies in towards each other. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Walk your hands back to your down dog, hips up in the air. Come to a high push-up position. Core tight here. Hands underneath your shoulders. Drop to your knees. Still keeping the core engaged. Lower yourself all the way down to the ground, nice and slow. Tops of your feet on the mat. Just your fingertips on the mat underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cobra, lift your heart off the ground, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Press back to a child's pose. Lay down. Good boy. Slowly up to a down dog. Send your hips up in the air. Walk your hands to your feet. This time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to mountain. Again, pinkies in towards each other. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands out to a down dog. High push up. Again, hands underneath your shoulders, open fingers. Drop to your knees. Slowly lower down to the ground. Tops your feet on the mat. Fingers underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Press back to your child's pose. This is the last time we'll be in child's pose. If you ever need to come out of a pose, you can always come to child's pose. This is your home base. Back up to a down dog. Send your hip bones up in the air. Moving on to our sun A's. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, followed by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Rise mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, high push up. Again, core tight here. Hands underneath your shoulders. Sit bones back up in the air, right to your down dog. No chaturangas in this flow, okay? No high to low push-ups. Step your right foot to the top, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high push-up. And hands underneath your shoulders. Sit bones up in the air, down dog. Step your right foot to the top, followed by the left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high push up. Send your hips up in the air, down dog. 2 more sun A's. Step your left foot to the top, followed by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Rise to mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high push up. Press back, down dog. Last sun A. Step your right foot to the top, followed by the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step back, high push up. Hips up in the air, down dog. Moving on to our sun beast. Step your left foot to the top, followed by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair, okay? Feet 1 to 2 inches apart. Both toes facing 12 o'clock, okay? Palms up in the air. Pinkies in towards each other. Look straight ahead. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to your high push-up. Sit bones back up in the air. Press back to your down dog. Right foot, step it to your right hand. Warrior 1, spin your left foot. Right knee over your right ankle. Both hips facing 12 o'clock. Palms in towards each other. Here for 3. Hands down. Step back to your down dog. Right to your down dog this time. Step your left foot to your left hand. Spin your right foot, warrior 1. Left knee over your left ankle, palms in towards each other. Here for 3, 2, 1, and back to your down dog. All right. Step your right foot to the top, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands down. Step back to your high push-up first. Hips up in the air, press back to your down dog. Right foot, step it to your right hand, warrior 1. Spin your left foot. Hands down, step back to your down dog. Left foot to your left hand, spin your right foot, warrior 1. Hands down, step back to your down dog. 3 more sun beasts. Step your left foot to the top, followed by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. 1 breath per movement. Sit in your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high push up. Press back, down dog. Right foot, step it to your right hand. Spin your left foot, warrior 1. 1 inhale. 1 exhale. Hands down, step back to your down dog. Left foot to your left hand, spin your right foot, warrior 1. And step back to your down dog. Step your right foot to the top, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step back, high push up. Hips up in the air, down dog. Right foot to the top of your mat, spin your left, warrior 1. Hands down, step back, down dog. Left foot to your left hand, spin your right foot, warrior 1. And step back, down dog. 1 more round of sun B here. Let's try something new. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look in between your two hands. You can still walk if you want to, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step back, high push up. Hips up in the air, down dog. Right foot, step into your right hand, warrior one. Hands down, step back, down dog. Left foot, step into your left hand, spin your right, warrior one. Hands down, step back, down dog. Great job. We're going to take 3 breaths here. All right, bring your feet together behind you. Lift your right leg up in the air. Okay, straight right leg. Flex the toes back towards you. Bring your knee to your nose, hover it there. Step the foot in between your two hands. Both set of toes facing 12 o'clock. Okay, your left heel is going to be off the ground. Rise up, crescent lunge. Okay. Good. Right knee over your right ankle. Left heel off the ground. Straight left leg behind you. Here for 3. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Hook your left tricep on the outside of your right thigh. Press your thumbs closer to your heart center. Here for 3. Slowly come back up to crescent. Spin warrior 2. Again, right knee over your right ankle. Hands up, shoulder high. Look outside your right fingertips. Here for 3. Keep the legs, flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Down to extended side angle, right forearm on your right thigh. Look up at your left fingertips. Here for 3. Reverse your warrior. Hands down. Step back to your down dog. Left leg up in the air, 3-legged dog. Flex the left set of toes back towards you. Knee to your nose, hover it there. Step your left foot in between your two hands. Both set of toes facing 12 o'clock, right heel off the ground. Slowly come up to crescent warrior. Palms in towards each other. Left knee over your left ankle. Right heel off the ground. Straight right leg. Here for 3. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Right tricep on the outside of your left thigh. Again, pressing your thumbs close to your heart center. Slowly back up to a crescent. Spin warrior 2. Again, hands up, shoulder high, look outside your left fingertips. Here for 3. Left knee over your left ankle. Down to extended side angle, left forearm on your left thigh. Right fingertips up in the air. Look at those right fingertips. Here for 3. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to your down dog. All right, let's do that sequence one more time. Right leg up in the air. Knee to nose. Step that right foot in between your 2 hands. Rise up crescent. Left heel off the ground. Straight left leg. Here for 3. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Hook left tricep on the outside of your right thigh. Okay, you can keep your hands there, or maybe you open up. Here for 3, 2, 1. Back to crescent. Spin warrior 2. Look outside your right fingertips. Flip your palm, reverse it. Down to extended side angle. Right forearm on your right thigh. Look up at the left fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel down. Step back to your down dog. Left leg up in the air. Knee to your nose. Step the left foot in between your 2 hands. Rise up crescent. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Right tricep on your left thigh. Maybe you open your arms this time. Back to crescent. Spin warrior 2. Here for 3. Flip your palm, keep the legs, reverse your warrior. Down to extended side angle, left forearm on your left thigh. Reverse it. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to a down dog. Great job so far. All right, lift your heels, bend your knees, look in between your 2 hands. Okay, walk or float to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Hands to heart center. Twist to your right. Palms in towards each other. Here for 3. And also open your arms. 2, 1. Back to your chair. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Fold again. Take your feet shoulder width apart. Slide your 2 peace fingers underneath, in between your 2 big toes. Drop your head super heavy. Keep your fingers hooked. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Just taking a deeper stretch here. Release your bind. Heel toe your feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left, right tricep on the outside of your left thigh. Again, here for 3, you can also open up your arms again. 2, 1, and back to chair, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Take your feet as wide as your mat, gorilla, okay? Slide your hands underneath your feet. This is gonna massage out your wrists. Okay, you can also take your 2 peace fingers and hook on the inside of your big toes again. Drop your head super heavy. Keep your hands where they're at. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All right, release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take your feet as wide as the mat, pinky toes off your mat. Okay, gotta squat. Hands to heart center. Here for 10. Knees behind your toes, sit bones back. 5. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Step back to your down dog. Come to a high push-up. Lower to your knees. Left side down, modified side plank. Lift your right fingertips up in the air. Maybe this time you float the right feet. Right feet, right set of toes. And back down, all 4s. Right side down, open up left. Look up at the left set of fingertips. Maybe float the left foot. And back down, all 4s. Great job. Curl your toes behind you, hips back up in the air, down dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Moving on to equanimity, sit in your chair. Equanimity is balancing. Wrap your right leg over your left arm up, right underneath. Eagle. Bring your elbows away from your chest, hands away from your face. Find a focal point and stare at it. Here for 5. 3. And down, Tadasana. And fold. Sit in your chair. Left over right. Okay, try to keep those legs tight together. Right arm up, left underneath. Eagle on the left. Here for 5. Slight bend in the right knee. And Tadasana. Fold. Sit in your chair. Eagle, right over left. Left arm up, right underneath. And Tadasana. Fold. Chair. Eagle on the left, left over right, right arm up, left underneath. And Tadasana. Bring your right leg up in the air. Bring your hands up towards the ceiling. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Shoot it back to airplane. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep the right foot off the ground. Hands to the side of your hips. Palms facing the ground. And feet back together. Left leg up in the air. Hands to the sky. Straighten out the left leg. Shoot it back, airplane. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look at the top of your mat for a straight spine. And feet together. Grab your block or water bottle, whichever one you have available. We're in Tadasana. Right leg up in the air. Hands to the sky. Straight right leg. Shoot it back, airplane. Here for 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart center, balancing half moon. Use your block here. Okay, left fingertips on your block. Open up your right fingertips, straight right leg behind you, lift it as high as you can here for 3, 2, 1. Both hands to the ground, standing split, leave that right leg up. Here for 3, 2. Feet together and fold. Move the block to the right side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise mountain. Down to Tadasana. Lift your left leg up in the air. Fingertips up towards the sky. Straighten out your left leg. Shoot it back, airplane. Here for 3. Hands to heart center, balancing half moon. Right fingertips to your block. Left fingertips up in the air. Balancing half moon. Straight left leg behind you. Flex the toes back towards you. And down to your standing split. Both hands on the ground. Keep your left leg lifted. Here for 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to mountain. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. Dancers on the right. Take your right palm towards the right. Okay. Grab the inside of your right foot. Right thumb back towards your toes. Okay. Pretend like you're pressing your left hand into the wall. Okay. Press your right foot into your right hand. Here for 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Dancers on the left. Left palm facing the left side. Grab the left inside part of your ankle. Okay, pretend like your right palm is pressing into the wall in front of you. Here for 5. And feet back together. Dancers on your right. Right palm grabs the inside of your right ankle. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dancers on your left. Grab the inside of your left foot. Here for 5, 4, And feet back together. Tree. Grab your right foot, place it either on the below your right knee. Okay, you can also place it on the ground if you need to modify it. Okay, below your right knee or above your right knee, just not on your kneecap. Right knee facing the right direction, hands to heart center. Find your balance here first, and then expand once you have your balance. Here for 5. Hands to heart center, Tadasana. Tree on the left, same modifications. Left foot on the inside of your right leg. Left knee facing the left direction. Hands to heart center, and then expand. Here for 5. And Tadasana. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Sit in your chair. Last one here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step back to your down dog. All right. Right leg up in the air. Knee to your nose. Step the right foot in between your 2 hands. Crescent lunge. Spin to warrior 2. Look outside your right fingertips. Straighten out your right leg. Okay, soft bend in your right knee. Hinge at the hip. Triangle. Grab your block. Place it on the outside of your right ankle. Look up at the left fingertips. We're here for 10. Back to your warrior 2. Turn all 10 toes to the left side, hands on your hip. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands behind you. Back to center. Reach and grab your left ankle. Reach and grab your right. Back to center. Hands on your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Slowly rise up. Turn all 10 toes towards the front. Hop halfway in. Both set of toes facing 12 o'clock. Okay, pyramid. Grab your block. Place it out in front of you. This is going to stretch out your lats. Pressing both glutes towards the back wall. Here for 5 more. Bring your feet together. Remove the block. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to your down dog. Left leg up in the air. Knee to your nose. Step the left foot in between your 2 hands. Rise up, crescent. Spin warrior 2. Look outside your left fingertips. Straighten out your left leg, hinge at the hip, triangle. Okay, Take your block on the outside of your left ankle. Arms in the same line. Here for 5 more. Back to a warrior 2. Turn all 10 toes to the right side, hands on your hip. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands behind you. Back to center. Reach and grab your right ankle. Back to center. Reach and grab your left. Back to center. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Slowly stand up. Turn all 10 toes towards the front, hop halfway in, pyramid. Both set of toes at 12 o'clock. Send the block out in front of you. Pressing your glutes towards the back wall. Here for 5 more. Feet together, remove the block. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Step back, high push up. Drop to your knees. Lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Should feel different than the first time. Exhale, release. Place your left cheek on the mat. Hands to the side of your hips. Chin back to center. Locust. Legs off the ground, hands off the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, palms facing the ground. Here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Right cheek on the mat. Back to center. Rise up, locust. Here for 5. And left cheek back to the ground. All right, locust again, or you can do floor bow. Grab on the outside of your right ankle, then your left. Okay, rise up, floor bow, thighs off the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, here for 3. Look up in front of you, 2, 1, and release. Windshield wipe your legs side to side. Right cheek on the mat. Locust or floor bow. Here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Place the top of your feet on your mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press up to an up dog. Tops of your feet on the mat. Thighs off the ground, just stretching out the spine here. Back to your down dog. Walk to the top of your mat, have a seat. Feet flat on the ground. Back on the ground. Extend your hips up in the air. Bridge. Interlock your hands, fingers underneath behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and sit on the sides of your shoulders. Okay, if that's uncomfortable, you just keep your hands flat on the ground. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bridge 2. Again, your choice, either hands flat or interlock your fingers. And release. Last bridge. Here for 5. And release. Hug both your knees. Soles of your feet together. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your hands to your temple. Elbows out nice and wide. We're just going to do 10 crunches. 10. Nice and slow. Look up at the ceiling. Bring your chin up towards the ceiling. 5 more. Good. Hug both your knees. Create a box with your legs. Bicycle crunches, only 5 each side. Right elbow, tap your left thigh, and then switch. Okay, you can always put that leg on the ground if you need to. 3 more. Last one each side. And hug both your knees. Hands underneath your tailbone, your sacrum, feet up in the air. Deep breath in, lower a third of the way. Deep breath in, lower a third. Deep breath in, hover and look. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back on the air, head down. Take your right over your left. Deep breath in, lower a third. Deep breath in, lower a third. Deep breath in, hover and look. Here for 5. And feet back up. Left over right. Deep breath in, lower a third. Deep breath in, lower a third. Hover and look. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs back up, up. Hug both your knees. Drop your left leg to the ground, hug your right knee. Extend your right arm out to your right side. Take your right leg across your body. Look at your right shoulder behind you. It's called supine twist. Hug your right. Switch, hug your left. Drop your left arm out to the side. Take your left leg across your body. Look at your left shoulder behind you. And hug both your knees. We're going to come up to a half pigeon. Okay, swing your left leg around you. Right knee, okay, up towards your right hand. Right set of toes underneath your left hip. Okay, half pigeon. Slowly start to fold over. We're going to be here to stretch out our hips for about 2 minutes. Again, just focus in on your breath. Half pigeon is a hip opener. If this is really uncomfortable, you can come to a figure 4. Okay, take your right ankle over your left thigh. Okay, take both your hands underneath your left quad. Take your head back and just relax. Okay, it's similar to half pigeon, just maybe not quite as intense. Your choice, which one you do. Half pigeon or figure 4. Here for another minute. Again, this is a hip opener. Here for another 20 seconds. Slowly come up to a down dog. Excuse me. Pedal out your legs, bringing one knee in at a time, stretching out your calf. You'll notice a difference on both sides. Then bring your left leg, left knee to your left hand, left set of toes underneath your right thigh, half pigeon. You can also take the figure 4 on the other side. Remember, lying on your back, left ankle over your right thigh. Interlock your fingers behind you on your right quadricep. Tito, come here. Drop it. Good boy. No. Here for another 30 seconds. Come here. 15 seconds. Slowly back up to a down dog. Come to a seated position. Legs out in front of you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach up towards the sky and fold over. Okay, if you can't grab the bottoms of your feet, just grab onto your ankles. Well, let's just bring our foreheads closer to our shins. seated tree, bring your right foot on the inside of your left. Reach up and fold. And switch. Tito, come here. Reach up and fold. Tito, drop it. Bring your feet to the corners of your mat. Slowly come down, one vertebrae at a time. Savasana. Hands to the side of your hips. Close your eyes. Just take the next 60 seconds in silence. Tito. Hug both your knees. Roll and rock to your right side. Release your legs. Use your biceps as a pillow top. With your eyes closed, press yourself up to a seated position. Sit up nice and tall, straight spine. Palms up in the air. Hands to heart center. Together, take a deep breath in. Namaste.